Alright, for anyone who's out of the loop on this shitfest that is Genshin Impact's first anniversary, I'll go through a summary of what happened. So right now the player base is completely freaking out on different media platforms, alright? It's gotten so big that even non-gaming media outlets are covering this shit. I'll go through the history of what led up to all this to give some context. So at the end of August, they announced the anniversary's daily login event, as well as a initial top-up bonus reset. To most of the player base, these two events were pretty minuscule in terms of rewards, and they were pretty disappointed. But most people still held out a lot of hope for what will come in the anniversary because this was still like a month away from the actual date. And then Raiden Shogun came out and she caused a bunch of controversy because the way her alt worked with Beto's alt. And after that, Kokomi came out and caused an even bigger controversy because she was just not a well-received character in general. A lot of people thought she's just a really bad 5-star, if not one of the worst 5-stars in the game. And her sales really reflect that. She's the worst selling banner, except for Kaching, I think. So there was already a bit of tension building up in the community throughout September. Then shit really hit the fan when they made this announcement. The anniversary community event rewards. And these rewards had so little offerings for people that are using their creative efforts to promote the game. So cosplayers, fan artists, and people thought this was like a huge insult to the player base that's trying to help the game promote. Also, the two web events that they announced were so trivial in rewards that the players thought it was just not appropriate for such an important milestone. At this point, the community was really disappointed, but not yet in full panic mode. Mainly just a lot of people expressing burnout and memeing on how petty MiHoYo was, but there's still some hope in the community for them to do something last minute. And this happened September 20th, so a bit more than a week ago. A few days after that, there was a community live stream that used to be on this page, but I can't find it anymore because I think it's over. And this was a live stream with just a bunch of community members. It was fine, but a lot of people got baited into thinking that this live stream was actually like an official one where MiHoYo would somehow redeem themselves and announce better rewards or something. But other than that, it didn't really cause that much of a stir, and a lot of people just kept echoing the ongoing resentment towards the game. And now we get to yesterday, which was September 28th, the actual date of the anniversary, and it was just complete crickets from MiHoYo. I mean, there was like a birthday celebration for Ayaka, and then there was the announcement for this web event that we already know about. But other than that, just complete silence on the backlash. And this just started the snowball of shit that escalated to what we have now. A lot of people were expecting some last minute redemption or at least some kind of acknowledgement of what's happening, but this silence just pissed them off even more. And then starting late yesterday, continuing today, a bunch of Genshin Impact's social media got hit with mass censorship. A lot of people were banned from Reddit, from Discord, and various Chinese social media sites, and especially on their official forums. Like, if you go to Hoyo Lab and you look through the posts, like everything is either fan art or just something positive because they mass deleted all the negative comments about the recent backlash. And this is true not only on the English official forums, but the Chinese one and other regions as well. Like everywhere was pretty much the same. And I mean, censoring a completely outraged community is just a recipe for disaster. So this took things to a whole nother level, right? If shit hit the fan yesterday, then today, the fan just got completely annihilated by explosive diarrhea. Long story short, the Genshin community went through a roller coaster of emotions this month, if roller coasters can only go up in the most shit-tastic way possible. So the shitty rewards that were revealed at the start were just a little bit of an incline in the beginning of the ride. And then Raiden Shogun and Kokomi, those controversies were some small up and down bumps. Then the community event rewards got previewed, and that launched the coaster in an upward trajectory. And then the silence from yesterday added jet fuel to the roller coaster. And finally, the censorship just blasts this entire thing into space. Also, for anyone who's wondering about this cute Chi-Chi emoji, this is supposed to mean laying down flat, which is basically kind of like a middle finger against the system in East Asian countries. All right, and it started in the Korean community. They were spamming this on the official forums in Discord, and then it got everywhere. And now, like, if you just post this emoji at all, you just get banned. So that's pretty much the situation right now. And they just announced a special program on October 3rd. So I'm not sure if they'll address any of this shit or not, but either way, it's going to be a hell of a time to watch the drama. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything or if I got anything wrong.